Hey, what's going on, everyone? And today we are starting our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So, let's get on to that title screen. Last time we finished Kingdom Hearts 1. Man, already got our first game down. Now, several more to go. Square Enix. Yes, they are all from Walt Disney's masterpiece, Peter Pan. Here we got Sora, a beautiful boy. Yes, I love it. Beautiful. So now we're going to choose a new game. Sora. I'll go proud mode. Vibration on. Yes. Alright. Here we go, guys. Get that loading symbol in there. It's gray this time. I have to mute this. Sorry, guys. I'll try to do the same as I did last time, where I'll put a little, actually, no, I might do it. So this is just going to recap the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 really quickly for those who have played it. Just remind you of all the major story beats. It's not like a really good recap, but, you know. And they're playing that same version of Simple and Clean. So, just in case, this is essentially functioning as a last time on Kingdom Hearts. Do. It's interesting, though. Seems to me from this opening movie that it might have been recut together using the 1.5 models and the higher resolution. Unfortunately, all of Chain of Memories is not like that, especially the cutscenes. From what I can tell, the cutscenes in Chain of Memories are pre-rendered, so they aren't upscaled like the rest of the game, which kind of sucks. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright, yeah, that's when I lost my heart. When I was heartless, Donald was too late to save me. do. Shinji Hashimoto, my boy. Yep, we all remember all that happening when I beat that booty of Ansem. Don't be forgetting that, guys. So, I kind of don't know what I want to do with this series, because once you'll see how the battles work, I'm unsure if I should keep all the battles in. I know I did for the first game, mostly. If it got too tedious, I would cut it out, so maybe I should do that. I'm thinking about doing it this way. In the first room, I'll show all the battles, but after that, I'll cut the battles out unless I level up. I think that's the best way I could do it. Here we are, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This is, as I'm sure you guys know, a remake of a game that was originally released on the GBA. This remake, however, was released after Kingdom Hearts 2. So yeah, we're picking up right where we left off last time, with Sora, Donald, and Goofy going off into the distance. This scene right here is from 1.5 using the new models. But the next scene you see after this is from the original Game Boy game, but it's a higher quality version that they used for the PS2. I can tell because they're using Sora's KH1 model. His original KH1 model, you can tell by his face. Yeah, so this I think is just they still had that video from the Game Boy version, and I think they just used the higher quality version of it for Chain of Memories.
You must lose something that is dear to you.
Oh, well. Oh, that's a cute little doll. That's a really low quality texture. And, ooh, here we are. So yeah, this is using Sora's original KH1 model. It'll transition to another scene after this, and then we're using the new KH1 Sora model that started being used actually in this game. Here we are, Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories. And you may notice something a little different about Sora that may throw you off a bit. And also not make a lot of sense, but just kind of go with it, guys. I just realized I forgot to turn back on the audio. You guys won't notice a difference because I'll just fix that in post. I'll just grab the cutscenes from online and well, grab the audio of the cutscenes online at least and put them back in. That sucks. You can see all the jagged edges on everything. That's because I'm pretty sure these are all pre-rendered scenes and they can only do so much.
Hey, you think it's okay to barge in?
But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king.
The king? King Mickey's here?
Something just told me he'd be here, okay?
Well, and there's a really low quality texture inside Donald's
Really?
mouth.
Cause now that you mention it, I was kinda thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me too.
There it
One
is.
look at this castle, and I just knew.
Sora's voice
Our
is a
very
bit
best
deeper.
friends. They're here.
No, they didn't
Guess what?
recast.
Minds think alike.
The actor grew up, so he went through puberty and got a deeper voice.
Oh no, Timothy. You don't mean that.
Yep, I had it too. I had the exact same feeling.
Gorge, maybe it's contagious.
No, something screwy. We gotta go
Also,
take a look.
what kind of sucks about
Alright.
this game is
What are you doing?
in the previous
That
Kingdom
way,
Hearts
to the
game,
door. Are you scared?
here, I'll pause it for just a second. In the previous Kingdom Hearts games, here's how, from what I understand, it worked. So they would call in the voice actors and they would show the scene. For, it's called ADR. It's basically when you're matching the lip flaps of the characters on screen. So they would show you the scene and you would have to say your lines in accordance to the lip flaps that you see on screen, the way they're flapping their lips. And then what they would do is they'd go back into the engine and match the lips up a bit more, so that way it's not just straight up num 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 num. Especially for the higher quality scenes where they're using the higher polygon model of Sora, so that way his lips were matching up more closely with saying. For this game, however, they did not do that, so none of the lip flaps for anything are synced to the English version. They're all synced to the Japanese version. So it's incredibly noticeable for me, and I'm sorry if I ruined it for you.
Let's go, Goofy.
Also, they use a lot of the
Hey,
flat
fellas,
fish face
should
in
we
this,
shut
the
door
lower
behind
poly
us
models.
before we go? Sora!
That's it. Who are you?
That's not the Keyblade I had. Where's my Ultima?
Hi, yes. Oh, yeah? I'll try some magic. Thunder! Come on. Thunder! Thunder!
Goofy's like,
Come on. Thunder! Fire! Why isn't it working?
I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. In this place, to find is to lose. and to lose is to find. That is the way in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
Here you will meet people that you have known in the past, and you will meet people you miss.
I miss? Riku! You mean Riku's here?
Well,
If what you want
ooh, low quality
is to
keychain.
find him,
I had a friend who's not really satisfied with this remake, and I mean, I understand his points, but I still think, even though I haven't played through the GBA
What'd you
version,
do?
I don't think I would enjoy
I
it
merely
as
sampled
much
your
as this
memories,
version.
and from them, I made this. To reunite with those you hold dear.
What's this? A card?
It is a promise for the reunion you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it a new world. Proceed, Sora. To lose and claim anew, or to claim anew only to lose.
Come on. Let's go.
Also in this game, Jiminy plays a much bigger role than he did before, and I actually really like it. We got the Traverse Town card, so it looks like we might be visiting our friends, Leon, Yuffie, and Aerith. Well, Sid. I don't have control of the character right now, it's doing that automatically. So, as that guy mentioned before, when we stepped in this castle, we lost every ability we ever knew. So that means no high jump, no glide, no super glide. That kind of sucks. Yeah, it's just telling you how to choose the card. We only have one right now, so just hit X. Here we go. Opening up that door. There's a lot of text cutscenes in this game, so I'll be doing a lot of reading. This can't be right. We're in Traverse Town. What you see isn't real. This town is an illusion created by your memories ingrained in that card. My memories? Forget about that, Sora. We lost Donald and Goofy. Donald, Goofy. Guys, where are you? What did you do with them? They are at the mercy of the cards now. Master the cards, and their strength will be yours again. So here, we get our first introduction to the combat system of this game. You can already see a lot going on right here. It's quite different than Kingdom Hearts 1, and for that reason, a lot of people don't like it. I do, but 100%ing it twice, which had me go through the game 6 times, 3 times with Sora, 3 times with Riku, was quite a hassle, not gonna lie. And it did dampen my enjoyment of this game a little bit, but since we're not going for 100%, mostly because we don't get really anything good for it, and it's not really worth it in this game, I think I should just be able to go through this at a brisk pace and enjoy it. But the laws of this castle require your friends be transformed into cards. If you value your friends, you won't fail to pick them up. Alright, left stick move. Oh, I do have to change the control scheme though, because by default L1 and R1 switch between your cards. I'd like it to be L2 and R2, so R1 can still be the lock-on button. Cards you pick up are added to the bottom of your stack. Use them, and your friends will come to your aid. So yes, X is how you use a card. So press X on the Donald card, and Donald will come out and shoot a random spell. He's literally one of the worst cards in the game, so don't really plan on using it. The cards you use will vanish, but they will reappear to aid you time and again. Cards are the hearts of your friends. Everything in this castle is ruled by cards. Whether an enemy or a door confronts you, cards are the only way to proceed. But you mustn't forget your own strength. Okay, so yeah, we have jump, basic jump, and dodge roll. So at least we start the game with dodge roll. First, think for yourself. Move, then use the cards. So yeah, this is how you attack in this game. So basically, it does kind of suck that, though, because we will basically only ever get the basic 3-hit combo. We'll get stronger variations of it, and we will get abilities in the game, but they're used differently in this game. So if you want to just stick to mashing the X button, which I definitely don't recommend in this game, what you want to do is strategically mash the X button in this game. But you're just basically confined to the 3-hit combo, and you won't really get any more Keyblades to use either. More on that later. You now know how to use your strength, but it would be of no use if you lose sight of your opponent. I wonder if you can catch me. So yeah, right now the lock-on button's mapped to R2, which I do not like. Good. Every move you make causes a card to disappear. If you use up all your cards, you will be unable to act. But there is a solution. Keep using cards until you run out, and I will show you.
Yeah.
So yeah, just basically keep mashing X until all of your cards are gone. Because we do have a finite number of cards.
Yeah.
What will we do when we run out? You have no more cards, and without them, no power. If you want that power back, you must focus. Bid the cards return to you, and they will. So yeah, if you hit up, you'll automatically select this reload card, and what you want to do is hold X, and all your cards will be reloaded. But now the counter goes up to 2. So it'll be even longer for when you reload the next time. It goes up to a maximum of 3, so be wary of that. The strength of your heart brought back the lost cards. You can recall spent cards at any time. You need only wish it. But each time you do, the cards will take longer to return. The cards are by no means unlimited. Use them wisely. Anticipate the flow of battle, and choose the most effective cards you may use. Choose the most effective card. You may use any card in your deck. So yeah, you can do that. The 4 card types you use in battle are grouped into 2 wider categories. The first category includes attack cards, magic cards, and item cards. The second category consists entirely of enemy cards. To use cards from a different category, use the touchpad. We don't really have an enemy card, but I gave you a fake one just for that. Cards will empower you, whether you are attacking or defending. But it is up to you to decide when to attack and when to defend. Do not forget that. Oh, also another thing that sucks about this game, you don't have block. So dodge roll is basically what you'll be relying on for this game. But in my opinion, for this game, I don't think you really need block. More on that later. I'm not going to do a voice for Donald and Goofy. I tried that in the Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough, and I really didn't like it, but I will do voices for some of the characters. Are you two alright? Where have you been? You tell us. When we opened the door, we saw a strange light, and the rest is just blank. Gee, that doesn't help. Try to remember what happened. I have to keep my journal up to date. Hey Donald, where'd we get the new clothes? They're not exactly new, but they weren't what you're wearing. Where'd you toss them off to before when you were traveling in Kingdom Hearts 1? Whack, me too, Goofy. Something's been messing with our clothes. Could it be the cards again? That is for you to ponder. Master the cards and make your way through the castle, but from here you walk alone. Alone? We can't let Sora go alone. Yeah, Sora can't do anything without our help. Thanks a lot, Donald. You sure you'll be okay? Of course. You want me to go alone? Fine. I can take care of myself. The hero speaks boldly. Go, then. The rest of Castle Oblivion waits. Walk the avenues of latent memory, and you shall meet someone dear to you. I've got a bad feeling about this. Relax, Jiminy. I'm ready for any trips he's got up his sleeve. How hard could it be to control these cards? All I have to do is use one in front of that door over there. So we got the Key of Beginnings. And now we finally get full control of Sora. And yes, we are in Traverse Town, but it's a bit different. I'll explain how the worlds in this game work in just a wee bit. You can perform the following actions in the field. Left stick move, right stick look around, R3 button face forward. X swing the keyblade, circle jump, square dodge roll. Striking objects in the field with your keyblade yields various results. Try striking the barrel. Can I try pausing the game? No pause button right now. Make sure to grab that card. Try to obtain Blizzard. And then Sora auto walks up there. Marked objects can be lifted and thrown. Approach and press triangle to lift. So yes, the reaction commands are back in this game. Touching a Heartless on the field starts a battle, but you can strike the Heartless first to gain the upper hand. Press X or triangle to throw. So you want to get closer because Sora's throwing distance isn't that great, but there you go. Strike him, and you'll go to a separate battle screen like you did in the final world of... Okay, so like you did in the final world in Kingdom Hearts 1, End of the World. So you see, the enemies are dropping this mysterious, various orb thing, and you're like, oh, are they money? No, they're experience. You have to pick up your experience in this game. And yes, it can disappear. So be sure to pick it up as soon as you can. Also, I really need to adjust my controls, so as soon as they let me pause, I'm going to do so. Every time you defeat a battle, you will get a map card. More on that later. They're going to explain it to us right now, though. To open doors in the field, press triangle in front of the door. Still no pause button. And actually, I don't quite want to do that yet. So, you strike items in the world and you'll get stuff. Those are Moogle points, which you will use at a shop. At a Moogle shop later on. Yes, they are back in this game. So, be excited for that. Basically, a lot of things in the environment you can hit, and they'll either drop one of three things. Health balls, and Moogle points, or cards. So it's worth it to hit everything in the field. Just remember to do so. Oh, also, I'll show you guys this because we'll never see it in the game ever used, but you can use it right here. The shimmy is back, guys. But yeah, this will never get used in the game at all. I mean, even less so than Kingdom Hearts 1. So go up to the door, press triangle. To proceed to the next room, you need a map card. Map cards are used to synthesize new unexplored rooms. First, select the map card you want to use. Well, we can only use one right now. The number you see in the middle of the screen is the criterion for opening the door. The criterion displayed now means that the door will open with a value of 1 or greater. You need to pick a card that meets that criterion. Cards have marked values from 0 to 9. 0 cards are special cards that meet most criteria. The card without a marked value is a key card. Key cards are only used at special doors. So yes, this is a save room. Basically, it creates a room where there's a save point. So as long as you have that card, you can create a save point anywhere in the world. The swirling circle in front of Sora is called a save point. Stand near it and press triangle to open the save menu. So for this game, they actually repurposed a lot of assets from both Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Like that save point is from Kingdom Hearts 2, but obviously a lot of the world architecture, the models, attack animations, as well as abilities, items. All those come from Kingdom Hearts 1. So, there we go. Make sure to save up. Can I pause? Yes, I can pause now. I much prefer Type B controls. It allows you to... Yeah, I already explained it before, but yeah. Also, for the first time ever, we have a mini-map. It's not really much of one, though. It just tells us what direction we're facing and where the doors are. It doesn't move with us. Basically, every map in the game looks like that, but it is kind of cool. Let me go down here. As you can see, I've played this game quite a bit before. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Save on slot 9. That way we don't have any potential... Even this whole save menu setup right here, this is all from Kingdom Hearts 2. All imported over from Kingdom Hearts 2. Alrighty, so now let's go into this door and use the other map card that we got. This creates, what's it called, Tranquil Darkness, and it creates a room with a few Heartless. But it really just creates a small room with a lot of Heartless. IMO.
Yeah.
So here we are. And this is what battles are like. Go around, hit a Heartless, go to the battle screen, collect the experience. So as you can see, why I was thinking about cutting most of them out. I'm not for this first world because it's the tutorial world, but I think that's what I'm going to do going forward because it's really repetitive. I will show new enemies when they show up, so I'll be sure to show those battles as well. But once we enter a world, basically there aren't a lot of new enemies after the first room. Most of the enemies are in the first room. Also, since we haven't seen this, basically Goofy's attack. Oh, I don't want to show that off yet. Goofy's attack is to do Goofy Tornado, if you remember that from the first game. Goofy Tornado is actually a pretty amazing ability in this game. Goofy's infinitely more reliable than Donald. So here's how level ups work. You can choose either to boost your health, which isn't really that worth it, boost your CP, so every card in your deck costs CP to use, and you have a maximum CP cost. So you can only equip a certain amount of cards to your deck. Obviously, higher value cards and more powerful cards use more CP. So it's almost always worth it to go with CP, especially when when more of the game explains how the systems work. Because basically, you can go through almost any battle without getting hit, as long as you have the right cards. So, or you can get a slate, which are the abilities in this game. So, as right now we get Sliding Dash, which you may remember it was one of my favorite abilities in Kingdom Hearts 1. It's not so in this game. So how abilities work in this game. Slide towards distant targets for close range attack. So here's how abilities work in this game. You combine 3 cards of the same type, and you will be able to do that particular ability. So we need 3 attack cards of the same type. So either 3 Kingdom Key cards, or as they're showing there, 3 Wishing Star cards. That their total value would equal up to 10 to 15. I'll explain a bit more about how that works in just a bit. But until then, we're going to continue going as we are. And we got our first Red Nocturne. So let's beat these guys up. There we go. When enemy cards spawn, they make like a high-pitched noise. So you know if they spawn even if you aren't looking. Make sure to get those Moogle points. Be sure to actually collect them before starting a battle and not just have them swirling around you, because you won't they won't count as collected if you do start a battle before doing so. And they won't respawn in that thing you hit, so they're basically lost forever. So be sure to be careful. We're getting a lot of map cards. Yeah, as I said, every time you win a battle, you get a map card, unless your map cards, unless you have full map cards, which you see is 99 up there. So be careful. As you can see on our map, there's a special door up there, which we will be looking at in just a second after I clear out the Heartless. With Chain of Memories, unlike with other Kingdom Hearts games... Oh, also, let me pause the game so I can talk about it for a bit. In Chain of Memories, opposed to other Kingdom Hearts games, I like to fight every enemy that spawns in a room. In other Kingdom Hearts games, I just like to fight the enemies that spawn in my path. I don't go out of my way searching for extra enemy spawns. But in this game, I will, because of level up reasons. I won't be doing any level grinding in this game, though, so you guys don't gotta worry about that. But the second thing in this game is that since this game is not a final mixed release, there's only been one release of it. Like, technically, two, if you count this as the second version of it. But we will be seeing all of the original colors for the Heartless, which I'm actually not used to seeing anymore because I'm mostly used to playing the Final Mix versions. For the Final Mix versions, they recolored all of the Heartless. Well, not all of them, but most of them. So now we see the original coloring for the Soldier Heartless, which is pretty cool. I actually think I prefer the Soldier Heartless coloring, the original version. But I don't hate the recolor. It's just kind of meh. I do not like the recolor of Trickmaster, though. I've mentioned that before. So now we get HP or CP. What I'll probably do is alternate between HP and CP, but I'll probably... I'll do that because I'm not that good at not getting hit. So I'll get CP this time, then HP, then CP, then HP. Back and forth. We got another Kingdom Key card. We'll look at that in a sec. And we get blue Rhapsodies now, which are, you know, they basically... Here's how things work in this game. Every enemy has to play a card. Well, I don't think I want to explain that quite yet. Never mind. There's going to be more tutorials, and I don't want to explain something before the tutorial. Boom, boom. Yeah, so you see there's quite a few enemy spawns in this area. Donald can use some fire. So when you call out Donald, he used 2 random spells. But Donald's AI in this game in particular, especially compared to the other games. I mean, I know the whole joke is that Donald doesn't heal, and for me, he really he pulled in clutch last time in Kingdom Hearts 1, but he definitely will not in this game. Do not rely on Donald for heals at all, because the spells are random, and a lot of times, he'll use spells that enemies are strong against. So it'll heal them. So it really sucks. Oh, also, the only way for you to heal is via save points or in battle, so be conscious of that. Get rid of these Heartless. The red ones are worth more than the blue ones, the red experience, so... 2 more till we level up again. Got that. Got that. Is that the last Heartless spawn here? I think so. Alright, so now we can go to the crown door. These are the doors, doors emblazoned with the crown are special doors. You need special cards called key cards to open these doors. But just having the key card isn't enough to open the door. You need the key card and 1 or more of the additional cards meeting certain criteria. Pick map cards that meet the criteria and you can open the door. So as you can see, for this we need a card that's 1 or higher, plus the Key of Beginnings. This is basically where all the story progression happens. How it works is any sort of cutscenes or anything will be in these specially marked doors. So that's where you want to head to. I'll show you our full map after this. Yeah, so there isn't a lot of voice cutscenes in this game, so I'm going to be talking quite a lot. So maybe I should have some water with me when doing these episodes. Before in Kingdom Hearts 1, I didn't really have to talk that often. I mean, I had to talk often to commentate, but not nearly as often as I'm going to have to talk in this game because there's so few voiced dialogue. Fighting alone isn't as easy as I thought. Ah! Don't pop out of nowhere like that. It's not our fault. We don't know what's going on. Yuck. Pluto? Things keep getting stranger. What's Pluto doing here? There's nothing strange about that. We came to Traverse Town with Pluto, didn't we? Did we? Wait, me, don't you remember, Donald? No way. According to my journal, it was before you met Sora that you came to town with Pluto. Whack, he's right. We were chasing after Pluto, and that's how we ended up in Castle Oblivion. But aren't we in Traverse Town? Well, it's not really Traverse Town. I think the cards created this Traverse Town inside of Castle Oblivion. Who cares about all that? It's just too confusing. I don't know where we are, but let's keep moving forward, defeating Heartless. We'll get somewhere. You'd better be careful. It's the Heartless that are going to defeat you. Leon, it's you. What are you doing in Castle Oblivion? Castle Oblivion? What are you talking about? This is Traverse Town. Oh, also get used to this music track because it plays in pretty much every story-based scene in the worlds. So, it's pretty much the only piece of music for cutscenes that aren't voiced, so. And how do you know my name? Who are you? What? I've never met the likes of you before. Quit playing, Leon. We all fought the Heartless together. You know that. Look, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't even know your names. You don't? Sorry. I can't believe it. How can you have forgotten about us? I feel for you, but you've still got the wrong guy. Happens all the time. Don't take it so personally, Sora. Oh? Mm-hmm. You do know his name. Now hold on. Why do I know your name? You think Leon's just kidding around? If he is, it's not funny. Sora's really upset. Thanks for caring, Donald. Who's kidding around, Goofy? You and Donald are the ones who... Hey! I don't get it. Something's wrong with my memory. What's happening here? I don't know, Leon. Maybe Aerith was onto something after all. I'll try to do voices for all the characters, but I'm not gonna go whole hog on it, like I did in the first couple of parts. She said she sensed some uncanny kind of power. Look into it. Well, this is as uncanny as it gets. Maybe you should take Sora to see Aerith. Yuffie, you know my name. Yep, looks like you know mine too. You know him? Nope, total stranger, but I definitely know his name. Strange, yes, but convenient. We can skip the introductions. How is it that you can accept this situation so easily? I don't get you. Well, I'm gonna run ahead and fill Aerith in, Leon. You give them the grand tour. See you later. I guess it's no use pondering over it. Come on, follow me. There are Heartless wandering around town. I better teach you how to protect yourself in battle. So here is the second half of the tutorial with cards. See the numbers printed on your cards? They range from 0 to 9. Higher numbers mean stronger card. Well, yeah, I kind of figured that, Leon. If you and your enemy both play a card at the same time, the higher card wins. Go on and try it out. So yes, this is called a card break. So you play a card, and your enemy plays a card. You can, okay, so So every attack in this game is done through a card. Every enemy attack. So let's say the red Nocturne wants to shoot a fireball at you. He has to use a card. You can break that card and stop them from attacking by playing a higher number card. Due to that, you can technically never get hit in this game, and it's also why HP isn't as valuable. See how it works? Playing a card higher than your opponents and breaking through their defenses is called a card break. Playing a lower card resulted in your attack being deflected. Even powerful cards can be deflected if the enemy's card is higher. Whoever is on the losing side of the break is left wide open to attack. Don't let that person be you. Cards with 0 as their value are special. No matter what card the enemy plays, you can break it with a 0 card. But if you play the 0 card too soon, the enemy can break it with any card they play. In other words, it's the most powerful card if it comes last, and useless if it comes first. Try to make the most of it. So as he was saying there, 0 cards can break anything, but they can be broken by anything. So, yeah. Card values also affect the cost of assembling a deck. Keep that in mind. As I was explaining before, now it's time to teach you how to stock cards. You don't have to use battle cards one at a time. You can assemble 3 cards and use them all at once. This is called stocking cards. Stocking cards and using them in threes is much stronger than using cards individually. Go on, give it a try. Stock any 3 cards in your deck. So as you can see, you can stock 3 cards, as he was saying before, and their values get added together. As you see, the sum of your 3 cards becomes the value you play. The value is usually high and hard to break, and the combo attack deals a lot of damage. Don't hold back, show me what you can do. So that's how slates work. You stock cards, and if they meet the criteria for the slate, you will do the slate, so like this. There's sliding dash. Combo attacks aren't the only benefit of stocking cards. Use your cards carefully and you can unleash special abilities called slates. Slates come in all varieties and each has its own unique card combination. You should try it once you've collected more cards and learned a slate or 2. Well, I've learned 1. But keep one thing in mind. Every time you use stock cards, you use the first card you pick, so you can't reload it. The lost card won't return until the end of the battle. Relying only on slates will cause your cards to run out. That means trouble. So yeah, as he said before, when you stock cards, the first card will disappear and can't be reloaded in battle except by special other item cards or special other cards. Certain cards can reload every card, even cards that you've used in a stocked slate. So be wary of that. And as you're kind of getting the idea of how this game works now, I assume. But also, all of the cutscenes in this game will take place in the actual world spaces that we've seen from Kingdom Hearts 1. But all of the gameplay of the games take place in these generic boxes. So the room cards, as you see, create different rooms. But those rooms are the same throughout every world. So no matter if you're in this world or Olympus Coliseum, the room will look the same if you use the same room card. It'll just have that world's aesthetic. So it's kind of a bit disappointing exploration-wise, but it's okay. Think you've got the hang of it, Sora? Yeah, more or less. I'll pick up the rest when I fight some real battles. Here, found this lying around. You can take it. Remember what I told you, and make good use of it. Ooh, boy, yeah, I definitely need some water when I'm recording this game. Yeah, we got Simba and the Key of Guidance. So that is... Simba is a summon card. Summon card is how you summon in this game. I'll put him in the deck. Anything good? Ooh, I'll put that 5 in there. There we go. We have a Blizzard card. Can I fit it in here? Let's see. Yes. As you can see, our CP is going up every time we install a card. A 3. Should I fit it? Yeah, I fit it in there. There we go. I've used all of our available cards and edited our deck. So yeah, this is basically the deck menu. Let me remove a card real quick to show you how it works. So Hitting L1 will bring you to this menu where you can select a card and then select the value of the card you have. You can have up to 99 of every value of every card, so you can have 99 5 value potions, 99 6 value potions, that kind of thing. So once you're ready to select the card that you want, you will hit X on the value that you want, and then choose where you want it to be in your deck, and then press X again. Then you can hit R1 and you'll edit your active deck. L1 is for the cards you have in total, R1 is for your active deck. So you can move things around by selecting cards with the triangle button and then hitting X on the area where you want them to be. You can remove cards by just regularly hitting X at them. If there are gaps in your deck, you can hit the touchpad and it'll sort it all out. There are also 3 different decks you can use. So you can make a deck for special occasions. You can assign shortcuts to your deck, which I will do. I forget which button the shortcut is. I think it's one of the D-pad buttons. But it will instantly bring you to that card. I'm going to make it be my 0. You can rename your decks, but there's no reason to. So this is the world map. You can also access it by using the touchpad button. So you can see we need to get to there, so we'll need to go up 1. And then you can see basically each of these with the exclamation mark symbols, they're each places we'll eventually have to go for the story, except for one of them, which is for optional stuff that we cannot get quite yet. Even so, I might not get it at all. So, because 100% really isn't worth it in this game. This is our map cards menu. You can code up to total 95. This is our world card menu. We only have 1 world card right now. Status. This is where you can check how to do all your slates. Blizzara is 2 blizzards. Blizzaga is 3 blizzards. If you want to use stocked cards that are less than 3, what you want to do is like put 2 in there, for instance, and instead of hitting triangle, because that would just stock another card, you want to hit L2 and R2 if you're using type B controls, and L1 and R1 if you're using type A controls. And that will use the 2 cards you have stocked up there. Same with Cure and Cura. That's basically how all the magic, Curaga, how all the magic works in this game. So technically, if you have enough blizzards, you can use Blizzaga from the start, or Curaga from the same. So same works with summons. If you stack them on top of each other, they'll have higher tier effects. See with Donald, same with Donald and Goofy. Goofy has a special ability where if you use him as an attack card, he'll use Goofy Smash, which knocks an enemy up in the air, and if you press triangle at the right time, it'll knock it up again. If you hit triangle once again, it will slam it down to the ground. It does quite a bit of damage. It's one of my favorite abilities in this game. Then we have Wild Crush, which is Goofy, Donald, and attack card. Donald and Sora will pick up Goofy and ram him into other enemies, and you have control of this. Kind of hard to control, so it's not really worth it, in my opinion. This is for Pluto. If you begin to run out of cards because you've wasted them just spamming the triangle button using slates, then Pluto card will eventually spawn by hitting an enemy. Using Pluto cards, you can get back some of the cards you've lost in battle. So you're never totally SOL, but I do recommend not just spamming the triangle button. That's what I did on my first playthrough of the game, back on PS2 when I was like 9 or something. And it made the game so very tough for me. So be aware of what you use. Here's the journal in this game, which isn't that useful, and obviously settings. So now we can continue on. We've already cleared out the enemies in this room, so let's go. I like to use room cards that are smaller, just so I don't have to fight as many Heartless, or it feels like I don't have to fight as many Heartless. You can check the room size and the Heartless spawns in the menu right there. So you see there it has a rating of 2. heartless spawns, meaning there's a medium amount of heartless spawns, not high or low, and the room size is also medium, which is pretty much the smallest room you can get aside from special blue cards, which are basically save points or Moogle shops. So I can show you Goofy Smash now. There we go. Pretty cool ability. Oh, I guess it's only the one triangle. Whoops. Oh well. And we leveled up. So, yeah, this game is a lot different than Kingdom Hearts 1, and a lot of people don't like it. I completely understand. If you don't like it, that's fine. I like it, so for me, it's good. I'll raise my HP this time since I did my CP last time. Ooh, what's that? Another Kingdom P card, that's a 5. Actually, take out that 3 I put in there and put in another 5. Ooh, pushing it there, but I've done it. Basically, you want to have higher value cards, because lower value cards can get broken more easily, and I just wasted that card. Yeah, so those won't respawn, and I basically just got screwed out of those Moogle points and that card. I won't tell you what you can buy at the Moogle shops just yet, but you might be able to guess. Also, I'll summon Simba, show you how he works. Summons in this game usually just come out, do their thing, and disappear. Most of the summons you don't really have control over. There are a few that you can control, but just be aware of how they activate and their effects so you can properly line them up for stuff, because for a lot of them, as I said before, you can't really control them, so here we go. Boom. Yeah, once again, also really do not forget to pick up the experience. Blizzard. Here we go. Well, at least I got a card out of that and a few Moogle points. Ooh. There we go. Take care of these mop heads. Boom, boom. I'll go collect these heartless spawns. So here's magic level 2 for Donald. So basically, for magic level 1, he'll use regular tier spells, so Fire, Blizzard, Thunder. For magic level 2, he'll use Fire, Blizzra, Thundera, Tira, that kind of thing. And for magic level 3 is obviously the Gah spells. So, and yeah, thank you, Donald. Really helpful there. This game you won't see me use Donald too much, so that's a rare occurrence. Boom. Oh yeah, just in case you didn't understand before, cards, so I can't use that cure card for the rest of this battle. If I encounter another battle, I can once again use it, so don't worry about like having them lost forever, because that's not the case. I can definitely tell I'm going to need some water when I do this. My throat is already hurting. Mostly probably because I recorded like 3 or 4... I recorded a 2-hour video, and then a 45-minute video, and then now I am doing this 53-minute video so far, and it's not even over yet. So I've been recording for like 3, almost 4 hours straight, just straight up talking. So yeah, I can understand my voice getting a little hoarse, especially without any lubrication, which I will definitely remember to do next time. I needed to get 3 videos recorded today because Thanksgiving is technically today because it's 7 a.m. and I'm up really early. My Thanksgiving doesn't start till 3, but I have to be covered for the next couple of days because I'm going to be spending time with my girlfriend, and as well as going to a family dinner today, so I need to be covered. Alright, go up here. I need to be covered for the next couple of days. Go over here. Don't think we can do anything with that. Okay, Here we go. If you hit the enemy first, you'll do a bit of damage to them, and they'll be stunned. If they touch you first, they will not be stunned, and that's basically it. They won't be stunned, they won't have any damage done to them. So it's pretty much always worth it to try to hit them first. I guess I'll show you guys Wild Crush. It's kind of hard to control, but it does do a lot of damage. Yeah, you can't really turn sharply. So that's kind of the big downside. There we go. After you defeat a battle, all the experience will be stuck to you, but keep in mind that it will disappear. So if it disappears before it's don't wait till the end to try to wait for it to all suck to you. Go after it as much as you can, unless you know that the enemy spawn's about to end. So I'll get CP upgraded this time. I believe I can slot, no, just a 4 card. I believe there's, yeah, here we go. I was gonna say, I believe, wasn't there a red Nocturne around? Alright. Get rid of these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I don't have that move yet, I guess. I should have known. I looked at all my slates. I was trying to do a move that I don't have access to yet. Alright. Go over there. Now, there are some enemies over here. Right? No? Or did I already get them? I think I already got them. Yeah, I did. So now we want to go over here. And we see we need a 3 or higher card. I'm going to use this 0. Oh, 3 or... I thought 0s could do any criteria. That's kind of weird. I'll use this premium card then. Premium rooms aren't really worth it. I'll explain how they work in a future part. Aerith, have you forgotten me too? I don't know whether to say nice to meet you or good to see you again. I don't think I know you, but I still feel like you belong here. Yeah, exactly. Like, we've never met, but it still doesn't feel weird knowing your name. But I'm telling you, we have met. We took on the Heartless together. We were a team. Feels like you're right, but I can't remember. Then I guess you won't remember what you told me. In Hollow Bastion, when I sealed the keyhole. We may never meet again. But we'll never forget each other. See? You do remember. He's right, Leon. I remember you saying that too. Guess I can't write it off as coincidence then. I don't have any memory of it, but still I remember. I think your heart is doing the remembering for us. My heart? We don't know you, Sora, but your heart is full of memories of us together. Those memories must resonate in our hearts, too. Maybe they'll tell us things we couldn't otherwise know. So, this is actually an important plot point right there. Keep that in mind for future Kingdom Hearts games, like ones... because you may think that this only applies to Rechain of Memories, but no, it applies to basically anybody. So, be wary of that in the future. What? They're saying that Sora's memories are affecting ours. His memories do seem to have a certain power. Maybe it's like that guy said then. This town is just an illusion, something my memories created. And there's someone special to you in this town? How did you... Ah, I get it. My memories are resonating with yours, telling you what happened. Yeah, a friend of mine is somewhere in this town. I mean, Castle Oblivion. Castle Oblivion? What's that? There aren't any castles around here. That's not quite what I meant. You're still not sure what's going on yourself, right? Right. I mean, we just got here after all. I want to take a better look around. and go out have a walk around town. They're heartless, but that's no problem for you. So you know I can fight. I can't say I know, but I feel like believing you. Let's leave it at that. Key to truth. And now we'll be making our way to the final little area, which is up there. Let's see. I'll use the Sleeping Darkness card. It's a small room with a small amount of Heartless, which I think it's a small room with a large amount of Heartless, but you know. Alright, so we could technically skip these guys. I'm not going to, but I am going to get the cards that we have first. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me attack this guy. Ooh. There we go. Take care of this Red Nocturne. Doo-doo. And for the second story mode of this game, I think I will be skipping most of the worlds. Like, I'll be cutting them out. Except for boss fights. Similar to how, like, Nico B did it. But I might show him a bit more. I don't know. Let's see. 8. That's a very powerful cure card, so I'm gonna put that in there, replacing my 6. There we go. 8's much more reliable. There we go. I think there's another spawn after these guys. Whoops. Nope, just these two. Alright, another Sleeping Darkness. If you just run into these people while they're sleeping, they'll still be sleeping in the battlefield. But I think it's still worth it to hit them so you can get that extra damage off at the beginning. Boom. Oh, see, they got me. Deep freeze. Hit me up with that card and smack the booty. I think there are 2 more enemies in this room. Yes. Alright, almost there. Boom. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Oh. Right now the experience is only worth in 1 in 5 increments, but it will increase as time goes. Yeah, see, look, he just used a fire spell on a fire enemy. He does that quite consistently, and enemies that have elemental strength, if you use that particular elemental that they're strong with on them, they will get healed, so it sucks. So also, be wary of ever pulling out Donald. Only do it if you absolutely have to, if it's like an emergency or something. Boom. Doo-doo-doo. Actually, you know what? There we go. This Simba might be good for clearing a bunch of them out if they, yeah. Well, not a bunch of them out, but it did do some damage. There we go. Let's go. Roll over to here to get these, and there we go. That should be the last enemy in this room. And now we can finally go to our final door, which needs a green card. I'll probably use this one. And finally, the key to truth. Let's see what's in here. Well, what do you know? It's Sora. Wait, what am I saying? I don't even know you. But you do look like a Sora, with the spiky hair and baggy pants. It's okay, Sid. That's my name. So you heard of me, eh? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Anyway, maybe you can help me out. A friend of mine's supposed to be somewhere in this castle, or town. Got any ideas? Your friend, huh? Lately all this town sees is heartless. Can't even take 2 steps without getting attacked. In fact, this plaza's the worst. Word is a jumbo-sized Heartless shows up when that bell rings. If you value your hide, you'll get out of here while the getting's good. What are you doing here? Gosh, maybe we should leave. Don't you want to see the Heartless? No, we don't. It's not like you'll be fighting anyway. A bell. My voice cracked there. Be careful, Sora. Here we have the guard armor from the original boss for Traverse Town in its original color palette. So, if you're kind of getting how this game works, you might be able to predict about what we'll be doing in this game, but I won't quite tell until towards the end of this part. So yeah, during boss fights, you'll have these special Mickey cards that spawn. Use them and various different conditions will activate, such as... Hold on, first I'm gonna reload, and then I'm going to... Sorry, I'm just doing something for me. Now, when you use the Mickey card, he'll fall apart like he did in Kingdom Hearts 1 when he switched to the opposite armor, except now you can just damage him. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. We'll use that Simba boy. There we go. Heal and use this item card. Now let's continue wailing on his different pieces. Boom, boom. I'm just trying to get... Oh, see? There we go. Roll over here. There we go. Maybe I can... Yeah, I like to get my thing prepared right after I use it, so that way if I need to use it in a cinch, I can. Boom, boom, boom. As you know, the bosses don't really attack because you can break all of their cards. There we go. Boom. So now he only has one limb left. Ooh, Goofy Tornado, that'd be good. There we go. There we go. Donald actually did something useful. I wasn't afraid to use him this battle because there was no elemental resistance for him. Ooh. You're toast, boy. I just got the Mickey card. Here we go, dude. You're done. Done, done, diggity dun done. And that was the guard armor boss fight. They'll drop experience as well, but since it's right after the boss is defeated, it auto picks up. Level up. Yes, and then the heart raises up into the sky. It's cool that we get to fight him in the second district because we did technically fight him a little bit in the second district in the first game, but this was the full battle. And we get the guard armor enemy card. Enemy cards offer some really cool abilities, but I won't be using most of them in this playthrough because you take up a huge amount of CP space and HP this time. I'm going to be alternating between HP and CP, so... Well, maybe I'll lean more heavily on CP when I get at least a decently sized health bar. Say your friend wasn't here? No, I don't think I'll find him in this town. But he's here somewhere in this castle. I just know it. Castle? Like this whole town's inside some humongous castle? Whew, that's rich. He's probably right, Sid. You may not understand what's going on, but Sora does. You can see the reality that it's bigger than just this world. I wish I was that sure. You'll be okay, Sora. No matter what shape reality takes, you can handle it. I may not remember you, but I know you in my heart. Leon. Take care, Sora. I'm a little lost, but best of luck anyway. What's up? I don't have all the answers, but I had to tell you something. Your memories created this town, right? That's what the guy who gave me the card said. If that's true, then this town is just a figment of your mind, and so are we. But you can't be a figment. You're standing right here. This town is here too. But I'm not really me. I don't remember the things I should, and sense things I shouldn't. Sora, beware your memories. In the journey to come, you'll be faced with more illusions. Sometimes the shadows of your memory will deceive you, try to lead you astray. So, what exactly does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm just another illusion. The truth is out of my reach. Don't say stuff like that. It's depressing. Stay strong, Sora. Don't let the illusions distract you from what's truly important. Okay. Sora! Or Sarah! Sorry. Are you ready to go? Yeah, be right there. Well, I'd better get going. Aerith? Aerith! What about Aerith? Oh, what voice cracked again. Where did she go? I was just talking to her. Aerith left with Leon and the others, remember? Huh? You're worried that she's just standing there by yourself. Is this what she meant? So, yeah, now we're in, the Conqueror's Respite Room, which, it kind of teleports you to after you beat the world. So basically how it goes is you get the key to truth for a cutscene, the key to guidance for a cutscene, and then the key... No, hold on. The key of beginnings for a cutscene, the key of guidance for a cutscene, and then the key of truth for a cutscene in a boss battle. That's basically how this game is structured. So you can always count on the key to truth being the boss battle, except for a couple of worlds at the very end of the game. They're special worlds though, so you'll know what to expect, when to expect them. Anyway, that'll about do it for this episode. Join us next time in Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, where we continue through the castle and see how this game progresses. So anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.